Alright, so I'm stealing this video from my comment section, so if you want me to steal your ideas, please leave them in the comment section. I love doing that. Someone told me to use green HELBRAM with this new, king setup. King ELAINE HELBRAM. I'm working on getting the other king's holy relic. We're gonna get his holy relic. And then we're gonna also make a bunch of videos on that festival King Holy Relic as well. I saw from my comment section people want to see that King's Holy Relic, or I'm talking about the OG Fast King, right? This guy right here. This guy. Over ELAINE's Holy Relic. I'll give ELAINE Holy Relic at some point. It's just, man, it's too many Holy Relics, right? And then obviously HELBRAM got his Holy Relic, 2 weeks ago, and I gave it to him. 20% basic stats to fairies. And so, with this setup right here, right, I'm thinking I'm using HELBRAM, which unfortunately I don't have the war gear for him, but I'm still going to play geared. I'm using HELBRAM, and then HELBRAM, I'm going to use his buff card in the first turn, right? Buff up King's attack, and then I'm going to have Sauriel Link on HELBRAM to debuff the enemies. And then that will make sure that all enemies are going to have 6 debuffs, because ELAINE already applies debuffs when she enters the battle. So we're going to be having Zaldra's passive, 6 ticks with the Zaldra's passive right off the gate right there. And then after King does the first attack, we're going to proc the Shock, which will proc 3 more debuffs, which will make sure we have full Zaldra's passive. So we're going to be having, the damage increase from the ELAINE, the massive attack buffs we're going to be getting from HELBRAM, from just using him as a, passive support, passive support, and the attack buff card as well. So let's see how this will go. Now we debuff the enemies. We're going to debuff again. How much is level 2 going to do? On full type advantage. Really good. I'll take that on the Ban team. I'll take that on the Ban team. I was saying, like, on these other videos, of course, we got absolutely terrible cards. No king card and everything. Yeah. Love that. I was saying in the other ELAINE videos, right? A fairy setup is on the way to happen, right? We just need someone should make a better replacement for Kyo, because, I was doing all these videos with Kyo and stuff like that. You definitely can use this setup over using Kyo. I think that the attack buffs, are enough. I did as much damage here as I would have with Kyo, basically. If considering all enemies have, those ignites and stuff like that. But you also gotta keep in mind, Kyo has the, attack the damage lower, and better CC, right? So I am still, in the weights. Maybe we can get a better setup, but the way this works with all those debuffs, right? Being able to proc Zaldras in the back right there. Oh, God, I hate Terror so much. I hate facing Terror so much. Being able to proc, Zaldra's passive in the back, because of all the debuffs that ELAINE is providing, plus the Sauriel, it's very good. We're getting those heals of the attacks there. We don't have max passive for Zaldra's, but it's okay. I want to check the attack, but we're not gonna have the max passive yet. We heal straight away from taking the counter. Let's see how much damage this does. 600k, pretty good. I mean, it's King, right? He is going to do a lot of damage. We didn't have the attack buff right there, though. If we had the attack buff, we would be doing massive damage right there. Unfortunately, we didn't. If that debuff card I did with HELBRAM in the beginning of the turn was an attack card, we would have hit for potentially, like, I don't know, like 800k, because we had 15% extra attack-related stats. Over my stats there were probably already pretty high. I didn't check again, because I wanted to have Zaldra's passive maxed out to first check, but I should have checked right there. So, the attack buff on top of it, it's pretty high. Next match, I'm gonna, in the beginning of the turn, straight away, just check the stats from just 3 debuffs and the Zaldra's passive as it is, plus HELBRAM and stuff like that. Speaking of stats, yeah, that's a good transition, right? I would like if you'd subscribe. Listen, I'm trying to somehow rival the main Grand Cross YouTube page, so it would be great if you did. We're 60k subs behind, so 25k without full Zelda's passive, right? Let's go attack here, and we're gonna double attack with King. Gonna double attack with King here, and have ourselves the full Zelda's passive. We're gonna check next turn. That was a lot. For a level 1, that was a lot. Yeah, my attack stats are very, very high. What's up with, again, getting multiple ELAINE and HELBRAM cards? Thanks, game. At least he can't attack seal me. Or he can't attack seal me, but at least he can't seal my cards here. Because they're all, like, debuff cards, basically. Attack seal me makes no difference. Alright, how much attack does King have right here? 31k, pretty good, pretty good. You know, you gotta consider that I am doing an extra 30% damage. And then if potentially I had... We should have attacked with ELAINE. I don't think I would have... I don't think I would have killed anyone anyways, but... If potentially I had... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking like I like this HELBRAM and stuff like that, but I just wish it was another unit because his debuff card just sucks so bad, right? Like, if only he had something better other than that debuff card, we would be looking much better here, but so many of my cards are just so bad. And if they're not bad, they're just not cutting it, right? Let's do this so I can actually use the card. Like, that card does no damage. King is my only source of damage, right? Essentially my only source of damage. Which a lot of times, you know, with teams you have one main DPS or whatever, but your other characters do end up doing something as well. On my case, like, here, I got 0 King cards. So I might as well quit the match, right? Like, I might as well quit the match. I got 0 King cards. Unless he kills HELBRAM, and I can get some King cards here. Oh, he is killing HELBRAM. I mean, he can't actually kill HELBRAM because HELBRAM has revive. Let's have another attack coming. Thanks so much. Please give me King cards. Please give me King cards. 1 King card. And if you were gonna do that, you might as well have given me the goddamn ult seal from Zeldris. Cleave ult is gonna hurt. If we don't die, we get good heal though. That debuff. See, the ELAINE debuff card is just not very good. Like, there's only sealing buff cards. Theoretically is very good if you like face a specific sort of character, right? Like if you face... Yeah, man, this is gonna break the shield. If you face the Goddess team, you're having a really good time just annihilating their potential with the buffs, right? You're gonna absolutely annihilate them like that. But if you're not, basically every other team in the game is gonna cuck you. That's just not very good. Like, that attack card really brings her down for me. And, like, you're not really going to use her anywhere else, right? Like, other than PvP, this unit is just not very useful. I guess maybe like a tower stage, I don't know. But, like, for the most part, she's only really helpful for PvP, right? Because in hard PvE, you're not getting debuffs. Oh my god, that hit so hard. Like, debuffs just don't work in hard PvE, right? You're just not gonna get the debuffs off. So you're essentially only using her here. And if there's only like, what, 2 characters in the meta that her attack is relevant against, it's like... He quit? He won the match. I think he thought he was gonna die to the attacks. Well. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. Let's pop in the attack. Don't do this. Right here. We can just kill here. We might. Oh, very close, very close. I mean, this is a decent setup. I mean, I just want to replace Kyo with someone, because I didn't want to use Kyo for every video. And, you know, we got the full fairy setup, basically. We don't have a fourth, we don't have someone to use in the back, but we have the full fairy setup. That's what I mainly wanted to do. And, you know, if we can get, like, a better character, I guess... Oh, the shock killed them! I guess I technically could have a 4-man team fairies only. Like, if I just use... Okay. I just got the ultimate. If I use... goddamn Glocks, right? But all... Like, both Glocks units suck. And especially for this setup that I would want to use, where I do the attack in the first turn. I don't know if I actually debuff by attacking first. Okay, I got the debuff from the Sario link. Cool. Yeah, just the way I want to use his team, right? Like Glocks, his commandment is such a detriment to your team. Because if you double attack, you're just gonna get cocked, right? So like, yeah, Glocks, I guess, is an option, but not really. I don't really think so, because it's just his commandment. His commandment just sucks. If his commandment didn't like reprehend your team so bad as well, if it was just an enemy team only type thing, maybe, right? I could use like green Glocks and stuff, but I'm not going for a tanky build. Like ELAINE is not meant to be tanky. Her passive increases your allies' damage. This is a unit meant to be doing damage, right? Not tanking. This is not a tanking build. This is a damaging build. So if you're using Glocks, you're just gonna reprimand your team from double attacking and stuff like that. It's just not very good. I mean, I could still make that just for a video, but I just don't find that should be very good. I'll play one more match. Oh. The Kyo King. I would love to use the level 2. I think I will. Although I'm a bit scared he has dodge food. If he has dodge food, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot, but it is what it is. I want to get the level 2 off. Yeah. Should have double attacked. Getting the level 2 off just wasn't worth it. Even if it did work. Now look at that again. I only have 1 king card. Yeah, this help sucks. It sucks. Fairies have been neglected, except King, I guess, because he got a festival, right? But fairies have been neglected for a long time. So it's gonna need more than 1 new character to make the like a full fairies up kind of viable. Yeah, he has 3 cards. Yeah, I lost. He got the ultimate. Also, whoever ends up being whatever fairy we might have, I don't know, Ragnarok, the movie, something that will help this team. It has to have like usability, right? This HELBRAM that I'm using right here, like this card just sucks. Right? 82%. It just sucks. If I could use like another fairy support, then maybe would, I don't know, sort of like Kyo, debuff the enemies and stuff like that. Very nice hit right there. And then, you know, actually have usable cards, like, that would actually help me win the match. It would be very good. Very, very good. But it's a work in progress, you know, eventually. A few months from now, we may look back and be like, oh, yeah, the fairy team now is the best team in the game. Not today. That day is not today. But mayhaps in the future. See here, if this card... Like, I think sealing debuff cards is more overall significant, right? I think that this card at level 2 should have sealed debuff cards as well. It would have been really helpful for her. Unless, like, I don't know, they make the next Festival Union like buff based, because only one good team in the game uses buffs. Only one, and if you don't face that team, this card's pointless. It just is. You're sealing an ability that no one's using basically. So, anyways, full fairy team.